Okay, listen, if you on keto, then this is probably one of your favorite, videos, right? So today we doing fried cabbage, right? We're gonna level it up with a little bit of this andouille. Oh, and guess what? This is that chicken andouille. We're gonna use bacon. All of that is friendly, and it gives us another option for us to go ahead and, offer another vegetable type dish, for the holidays. Please, I know it's not a whole lot of ingredients, but this right here is the true level up, right? So don't let that lack of ingredients, fool you guys. Don't forget the full ingredient list, which you guys can see it all right here, but the instructions is now printable. It's on my website, Smokin and Grillin with AB, and that's WITAB.com. I'm gonna start with a medium flame. We're gonna go ahead and go with this first. That'll be our bacon, right? I'm gonna go ahead and just cut this down. Get yourself some kitchen shears. Just go ahead and cut these down, drop them in there. Whether it's all the way hot or not, it doesn't make a difference. We just want some of this right here to render down. Now, for all you guys that don't have any, that don't eat the pork, they do have a great beef option. It's made by Porter Ranch. I use it. I took all of it over back to my house because that's what we're gonna be having, because I got a few family members that don't eat the pork. But for the pork patrol that's out there, I got y'all folks. And I ain't ashamed to say it, I like the pork, right? So what we doing is we getting the fat, from the pork, which is the bacon grease. This is gonna be what's gonna set it off, right? So I'll just separate these. You can hear the temp is rising. And we're gonna start working, letting these start to render down. Now I'm gonna go ahead and come with my andouille, right? So it's up to you how you guys cut these down. You know what I mean? You cut them how you wanna cut them. You can cut them in the little small medallions like this, or you can go ahead and dice them down like this, right? It's really totally up to you. Okay, so now that we got that andouille, we want this flavor to be all throughout our cabbage, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and add this as we cooking down and rendering down some of that fat, the grease or fat off of the bacon. It's starting to curl. I can look at the bottom of there. I can see bacon grease. I see it starting to turn orange from the andouille. Guess what, folks? We finna bring in the onions. And now for my bell pepper, let's just cut this down like this. That's all still good, folks. Now I'm just gonna cut this, break these webbings in the inside. Once you stick your knife in here, this comes out and this is what you end up with, right? Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it anywhere that way, open it up. If you see any of the webbing, you wanna get rid of it, half the time when I'm cooking at home, listen, do I do all of that? Nope, we eating the webbings, we want the flavor, right? Now you can cut these down any size you want. Remember, the smaller they are is more so for the flavor, and the bigger they are is really about the texture, right? We want a little bit of both, so I cut mine all different sizes, because I love the flavor of green bell pepper. I'm looking at my onions. I like where they are right now, so now I'm gonna go ahead and add my bell peppers. Didn't want my bell peppers to steam and cook as long as the onions did, right? Now we're gonna let them get a little flavor, and you see that right there? Now we about 60%, 60% there on the flavor. Now I'm gonna show you what I do to mine that just levels it up. We gotta put some seasoning in there, right? If you guys come over here somewhere, let's see if I can find that Creole kit. Uh-oh, there it is. That right there is what's gonna change the game, folks. This is what give it that flavor, folks. Now, everybody not gonna have it. It's a very few small amount of people out there that don't have it. If you don't have it, look on my recipe. I'll have an option for you, or use your own, if you have a Creole, type of seasoning at your house, go ahead and use that, but you know what I rock with. Oh man, it changes what you smell in your house immediately. Look at that right there. Oh my goodness, folks. Okay, so now we're gonna cut down this cabbage. You guys cut it however you wanna cut it. It doesn't matter to me, just as long as you can cut it down to get some shreds, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and take it, and this is what I do. I just cut down like this, right? Now we're getting into it. I really didn't take that first layer off because this was a nice, healthy, piece of cabbage, right? So I'm just gonna cut one more of these like this. See how it shreds up like that? I'll set this over here, and now we'll just take this and just cut it down, right? I don't cut it down too small, maybe like in half. And then I just get it. Now we take some garlic. We add that. When you see the garlic, it's time to get ready and start adding the last ingredients, right? Let's work this around. Whew. As soon as it hit the heat. All right, we're gonna cut this last little bit up. After about 1 minute in here, right? We just wanna make sure that fresh garlic opens up. Now we just go ahead and add our, ooh, look at this right here. Ooh, this cabbage right here. Now listen, it's gonna wither down. You guys will see in just 1 second. Oh, and I should have said this in the beginning. This works out best if you have a pot that has a top on it, right? Then we just cook it down. Probably takes about 15, 20 minutes. And after that, it's over with. So what I wanna do is, I'm making a mess. I'm gonna hurry up, put this top on, let some of this steam build up. You can hear it, listen. We put this top on. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the remainder, and then we go, we'll start setting the timer. All right, so when I tell you to render down, take a look right here. This is what I mean. This is gonna get a little softer and smaller and start to absorb all of the flavors on the inside. Now I'm gonna put the remainder of my cabbage in, stir it all up, keep the top on, and let it just do its thing. All right, folks, so listen, everything is done. I'm gonna turn this off, break it away from myself, let all of the steam that way so I don't catch no steam burns. Right, give this a stir. And now we got cabbage, folks. Fried cabbage, seasoned to perfection. Got a little bacon in there. Some of you guys, if you have that beef bacon, that's good. If you don't, just make sure you put some type of meat in there. Something like chicken andouille, if you don't do the pork, you know what I mean, or something like that. Now, you cook this to the liking that you like for the integrity of the cabbage, right? So now let me go ahead and get this in here, and we put this out as an option, for another vegetable, for the holidays. All right, folks, so look, now it's time for the get down. Listen, this right here is like one of my top 10. Don't let that lack of ingredients, fool you. If you ain't never had fried cabbage like this, please try this and let me know when you come back, right? This is probably gonna go quick. Everybody gonna say, hey, what is that? Well, probably everybody knows what it is. They're gonna eat it and then they're gonna come back. So listen, I would recommend you guys getting 2 heads of cabbage. I'm sorry, 2 heads of cabbage. You know what I mean? We got greens out there. We got string beans, collard greens, all of that on the table. Anyway, look, I'm rambling, folks. We finna go in here and get down. Look, I'm gonna give me a piece of this bacon and this andouille. You see that right there? That's how we eat here, folks. Cheers. I nailed the integrity of this cabbage. Did I mention earlier, it's keto friendly? Now hold on. Oh my goodness. This right here, you know what? I done made several videos this morning, and this right here just was like the icing on the cake. Now it's starting to slow me down, folks. I think I'm gonna sit down for a minute and kick my feet up and set a timer for at least 45 minutes before I get back at it. Now, with that being said, this right here is fire, super easy. It's another option, for the holiday to put something out. So listen, you got cabbage, you got collard greens, and then you got green beans. You put that out, that should be out, enough options for everybody along with everything else that you put out. Now, let me know what you would do down at the bottom. And you know what, if you're on keto, you can thank me. Now, if you're new to my channel, let me take this time to say, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, smash that subscribe button, and tell everybody out there, there's a channel out here that's simplifying these recipes and taking a mystery out of cooking. Let me finish up the rest of this and sit down with the rest of that food I got over there. And I'm out, folks. Peace.